Luke 22:54 to 62. Then seizing Jesus, they led him away and took him into the house of the high priest, and Peter followed at a distance. And when some there had kindled a fire in the middle of the courtyard and sat down together, Peter sat down with them. A servant girl saw him seated there in the firelight, and she looked closely at him and said, "This man was with him." But he denied it. "Well, woman, I don't know what you're talking about," he said. A little later, someone else saw him and said, "You are also one of them." "I'm not," said Peter. And about an hour later, another asserted, "No, certainly this fellow was with him, for he is a Galilean." Peter replied, "Man, I don't know what you're talking about." Just as Peter was speaking, a rooster crowed. The Lord turned and looked straight at Peter. Then Peter remembered the word the Lord had spoken to him. "Before the rooster crows today, you will have disowned me 3 times. And he went outside and wept bitterly. Oh, Peter. Peter. We kind of know what it must have been like. We've all been in situations where we decide not to tell the whole truth and it backfires. And we find ourselves exposed and having exposed someone else possibly in the process. Suddenly the man of bravado who carried a sword into the garden, who prided himself on being called the Rock, who said he would defend Jesus to the death, becomes a small person again. The mouse roared and was devoured by the situation. We know it would end well for Peter, but imagine how he must have felt at this point. Driven into a corner, he backs away and reverts to his old ways of self-preservation. And this carried on for quite some time after Jesus died as well. We will see more about that later. It would take a while for Jesus to restore him, but restore him Jesus certainly did.